absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, what have you got?
Well, mate, obviously with the AFL, I mean, we were chatting earlier about this one, which is the flying doormat. I think that comes to mind as probably the most famous man, Brucey Doull, of course. As you said, about over
356 games for Carlton, and in the Carlton and AFL Team of the Century.
Yeah, and you were telling me how he got it. I mean, it all makes sense, of course.
Yeah, for those who don't know Bruce Doull, we're going back to the 70s. I think he might have even gone into the early 80s. Yeah, he did play for 18 seasons, I think. He was around a long time.
Definitely in the 80s. I remember, being a kid watching him.
Yeah, but he had the big long hair at the back.
If
virtually
you call
no
it
hair,
mate, it was like scraggle, wasn't it?
It was no hair at the front. He did the big sort of comb over. He had the headband, and in the early days when he was running around, the old comb over would sort of flap up and in the wind, and they sort of looked like a bit like a doormat, and hence he got his name.
Yeah, well, the poor bugger. I mean, I think he was a shiner by the age of 25 or something like that. So that was a bit rough.
Yeah, pretty much all I can remember of him. From day dot.
No wonder he got good at footy.
Yeah, well, I would have been watching him. Well, he was around in the early 70s.
Yep.
He would have played in that 1970 grand final against Collingwood when they came back from nowhere and won it. Him and Jesselinko, John Nichols and guys like that, I remember.
Yeah, big names.
Yeah, big names. But the flying doormat. Look it up on YouTube or Google him.
I was going to have a look before, but I remember watching one game when I was a kid, and who was it? It was some cheeky guy. It might have been Reece Jones. Someone with a bit of lair, and actually took his headband off him. And ran across it. Mate, I've never seen Brucey Doull get so rolled up in my life. Man, that was a line you don't want to cross.
The only thing the headband would have been doing was it wasn't keeping the hair out of his eyes. It would only be keeping the sweat out of his eyes.
I know. It was more sacrilege. I think. I don't think anyone else is allowed to touch it.